Greetings, YouTube. It's been well over 6 months since the question was first presented to me and since I first did a video on this. And really, it's been more than that since I did a video on this, a follow-up, which is the purpose of today, of the big dilemma. Should you take a 6-star to rank 2 or multiple 5 stars to rank 5? Now, let's be clear. It does take more resources to take 2 5 stars to rank 5, but only by one of the most important resources, and that is a tier 5 basic catalyst. So, for example, my scenario is pretty common amongst people in the upper tiers of this game where they'll have 4 to 5 tier 5 basic. This is enough, assuming you don't have any of those super juicy special rank up items lying around. This is the chance to either take 1 6-star, right, which takes 3 tier 5 basic up to rank 2, or 2 5 stars up to rank 5. And this is also assuming that you have the other rank up materials necessary, the tier 4 class catalyst, the tier 2 alpha, etc. So I actually think, there are a lot of topics. I don't make war videos because I'm not in war. I didn't even make a top 10 list of champions for the year of 2019 because most of the new champions only had as 4 stars, and I wasn't competent enough in my knowledge of the champions to justify a video. And so if it's not something that I feel like I can speak on, it's just a waste of your time, and it definitely doesn't add credibility to my channel as I'm talking about something that I don't really use or know that much about. But when it comes to taking 6 stars to rank 2, I do know something about this because I've been fortunate enough to take now 4 to rank 2, Aegon, Corvus, Domino, and Ghost. Now, the question is it worth it, right? Because you assume that a 6-star to rank 2 is automatically going to be amazing. Let's compare, for example, the 6-star Corvus to the 5-star Corvus. And so if we look at attack and health, for example, we see that the health of 565 5-star Corvus is 28,225 and the attack is 4,080. If we're to go to the 6-star, health is 30,000 and attack is 4,431. So yes, the stats are better at rank 2. But here's really the major concern with this question. I took up my 5-star Corvus because that awakened ability, and yeah, Sig 200 doesn't hurt, is really valuable for surviving fights. And my 5-star Corvus, even though he has less attack and health than my 6-star, is going to be more valuable for me to bring in to certain content than my 6-star, regardless of health and attack. So I truly believe that my stance has evolved on this issue in the past 6 months. Even when it comes to the super crazy rare question of can I and should I take that 6-star to rank 3, which some of you who've already 100% complete the Abyss of Legends in less than 2 days, you've got multiple 6 stars to rank 3, and it's a beautiful thing to see. But that takes all 4 of your tier 5 basic. It literally costs the same amount of tier 5 basic to take a 6-star to rank 3 as it does to take a 5 or 2 5 stars to rank 5, which is kind of crazy to me. I think the cost of taking a 5-star to rank 5 has really gone down. It used to cost so much money to try to get just one fully formed tier 5 basic catalyst, but the price has gone down significantly, and tier 2 alphas used to cost like $100 just for one, and now we've seen deals that put them right around $25 a piece or 4 for $100. And as a reminder, you do need 4 just to take that 5-star. Let's just use, Rogue as an example. You need 4 tier 2 alpha to take Rogue to rank 4, and then another 6 to take her to rank 5, so a total of 10. So my stance has come around on this because I believe even if that 6-star is going to save you, say, 10 revives in a path of content versus what the 5-star, I think that's being pretty generous. It's actually better to spend the units on revives and gain more utility for your roster. We have seen in the past 6 months, Kabam put out a lot of BS new nodes that really hurt some OP chimps because they know how big of a deal it is to discuss rebalancing or nerfing champions. So they can do it another way, which gets them off the hook from having to explain themselves or get people to quit the game or put out any compensation packages. And that's just, we'll just put some BS nodes that make it harder for Ghost to crit or make it harder for Blade to have his special abilities, etc. And so I am truly a believer that as the game continues to evolve, it used to be like I only took up 5 stars for damage. And this is why Stark Spidey and even Blade, Corvus, Captain America Infinity War, these champions, Hyperion, these champions at rank 5 are no-brainers for damage. But I actually had some regrets because I took Void to rank 5. And yes, of course, his health and attack increased. But I didn't notice a big difference at all in how my rank 5 Void, even with max despair at one point, would finish off fights than my rank 4 Void. I think he did maybe 100 or 150 more damage per tick, but in the long run, that's not really that significant compared to the jump in damage between, say, Stark Spidey at rank 4 and Stark Spidey at rank 5. But now I believe that Kabam is going to force you to rank up different counters of different classes, and we've even seen Kabam's insistence that you need to bring in, it reminds me of the old Pokemon days, although I'm sure a lot of you still play that to this day, where you need just different classes, different kinds of champions to be well-rounded. And I now recommend that you have a starting 5 questing team that is of 5 different classes ready to go, regardless of synergies, just in case Kabam puts out restrictions that really hurt your chance to do overall damage if you have multiple members of the same class in your questing roster. I believe that as it stands right now, to me, again, it's my YouTube channel. This is just my opinion. You can feel free to disagree. It always makes me laugh when people contact me and say, Prof, I enjoy your channel, even though I often or sometimes disagree with you. And I think to myself, I want you to disagree with me. I want you to have your own opinion. If you contacted me and you said, every word you say is gold, I would be worried I was starting some kind of MCOC cult. You know, I want to know when I make mistakes. I want to know when my information isn't correct because there are going to be times where it just isn't. And it's important to try to have, say, pinned comments with corrections or at least, you know, when in doubt, because I have pulled multiple videos in my past where I just found out, well, oops, got that one wrong, needs to leave. But, you know, in general, it's important to not take everyone's word at face value. It's just one person's opinion regardless of how long I've played this game. But with that being said, there are also, here's another huge point to this video. There are multiple 5 stars that we probably will never see as 6 stars. We're never going to see Blade or Stark Spidey as a 6 star. We're never even going to see Scarlet Witch as a 5 star, which really depresses me. So if the champion is at a 5 and 6 star, let's say it's Nick Fury, for example. Unless you can get that Nick Fury awakened, and 6-star awakening gems are still the rarest item to this day besides tier 5 class catalysts, I would absolutely take a 5-star Nick Fury that's awakened, even if he's Sig 1, to 565 before I took an unawakened Nick Fury to rank 2 as a 6-star. I also would feel the exact same way about Void, for example, or, for that matter, Captain America Infinity War. You need to diversify the utility of your best champs, and it is so much cheaper to get 5-star Sig Stones. It's so much cheaper now to take up a 5-star with, say, 2 tier 5 basic, and let's just say we're going to do Guillotine 2099. As a reminder, you do need 2 tier 5 basic, 6 tier 4 class catalyst of that specific class, 6 tier 1 alphas, and 6 tier 2 alphas. But yeah, I think that it is so important to have as many top tier champions of different classes at max rank as 5 stars as it gets. That should be your goal. 6 stars do more damage sometimes, but if the signature ability is crucial, maybe they won't. We watched this week 5-star Aegon, 565 Aegon, because most people don't have Aegon as a 6-star Nevertheless Awakened, do more than enough damage, and yes, you need plenty of revives and units, but against champions, including the final collector boss that has over 1 million rating. And that's just a 565 5-star. If that can take care of that fight, 6 stars are kind of overrated, especially given the amount of resources and money it takes to rank them up. So I am a firm believer after seeing the Abyss of Legends content and how 5 stars at SIG 200 with the right mastery setup and, of course, skills and patience and units, they can clear that content. So if they're going to take down 1 million champion worth of health, it might be a 25-minute fight instead of a 22-minute fight, but it's well worth it. So focus on the 5 stars and taking 2 5 stars to max rank over 1 6-star to rank 2 and certainly rank 3, unless, of course, you have that 6-star at max sig or you have some justifiable reason. But I talked about Corvus. At this point, I'm probably going to use my 5-star Corvus, still more than my 6-star, even though he does not need to be awakened to be great. The awakened ability still really comes in handy. I also get that some people are going to say profit doesn't matter because I'm in a top prestige alliance and 6 stars at rank 3 are going to have higher prestige than 565. I also remind you, though, for prestige sake and the sake of this video, 5 stars at SIG 200 are often well above the PI of 6 stars unawakened at rank 2. So even the prestige argument kind of comes up short for most champions. There you have it, YouTube. 5 stars over 6 stars. The Abyss of Legends reinforced this. I'm a huge believer in it, and hopefully this causes you to think about this and maybe gives you something to hopefully go off of when you're considering your own rank ups. Have a great day, YouTube. Thanks for watching.